Yo, what's up guys? The Insane Game Freak here to bring you my Nintendo E3 2013 E3 Direct thoughts and opinions of the conference. It's kind of on the level of Sony. Even though I do think overall Nintendo's was better than Sony's. When we sit down and we look at it, Nintendo's was good, but I feel like it was missing. It was kind of like how their Wii U reveal was good, but it was missing potential. I felt like there was potential. There was potential to do more, and they didn't do more, and it was just kind of like, what the fuck. That's how it was. And the reason why is, for one, I thought the conference, out of the three conferences, and I still need to watch Microsoft's, but I know Microsoft's is longer than Nintendo's. But the whole point is, at least after Sony's, I was fine. I was like, I didn't need to see anything else. Well, in a sense, I did, but I feel like after you sit somewhere and watch something for 2 hours, you're just kind of like, fuck it, I don't care anymore. For Nintendo, the Direct is like 40 minutes long, like 40, 42, around that length. It's not even an hour long, and I was like, why is this ending so early? I was actually kind of annoyed. I was like, why the hell is this ending so early? And the disappointments for me personally would be, first off, nothing really shocked us except for the new Donkey Kong game. And the problem is with the new Donkey Kong game is that it's only been like 2 or 3 years since the last one, and it's in the exact same style. So there's not much of a jump in terms of the difference between the two. I mean, yeah, it looks cooler, it looks better, but I'm just kind of like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the game. It's just not inherently interesting. That was the only surprise. So my first complaint was just the fact that there were really no shockers, and I think this was partially due to Nintendo confirming they were going to talk about certain things before the conference happened. I wish they had just acted like, I wish they had lied, actually. I wish they had said, we're not talking about it, and then showed the teaser, and people would have been like, oh, shit! Because then, like, if they had kind of underhyped themselves, that when the Direct came out and you had showed all this shit, I swear people would have been a lot more hyped for it than they were. But they, like, confirmed virtually everything that they talked about except for, like, the Donkey Kong game. That was the only game we didn't think they were going to talk about, that we didn't know about, actually. Everything else we knew about. Granted, it was the first time for us seeing most of this shit, though. It was the first time for Wii U Party, Wii U Fit, Mario Kart, Bayonetta 2 gameplay, Super Mario 3D Land gameplay, Super Mario 3D World gameplay, which I will agree did not really, that was the other thing, that does not look like a traditional 3D Mario. That kind of threw out, I think that threw a lot of people out. We were sitting there like, really? That's the 3D Mario for the Wii U? Like, that's going to be our jumping point? Considering you last generation, you start off with Galaxy, motherfucker. It's fucking Galaxy was, like, people love Galaxy. So to start off with this just confuses me, because it's this game is essentially like either an expansion or like the HD version of Mario 3D Land on the 3DS, which I've heard mixed reviews from to begin with. So I was just kind of like, I mean, I do think it's cool you get to play as Peach, and it does bring up the question, what the fuck, the point of them, what's the story for this game? But then again, the way this game is set up, you're kind of like, do you even give a shit? Like, that's the problem I have. It doesn't feel like a real 3D Mario game. It feels like a sub 3D Mario game, like a placeholder, which that could exactly be what it is. It actually might be what it is. It's like a placeholder until they actually create like a full-on straight 3D Mario. But we have time, and we'll see how that goes. The other disappointment is I kind of wish they had said something about this. I wish there were more surprises. I think that was like the biggest problem. People were so mad. Like the biggest complaint about the damn conference is that they played it safe. But then again, but the thing, I kind of let them slide on that because I'm mixed with that, because it's like, I understand the state of the Wii U currently, that you don't need to be trying to throw out random shit, but I feel like it would have helped your conference if you had tried to throw out something that we didn't know about, or something that came out completely out of left field. But as I said, the games they showed were not bad at all. Not bad at all. Motherfucking Bayonetta 2. I love her new design. They showed a new character. They showed gameplay, which shocked the fuck out of me, considering back in January, all we got was a fucking trailer. We never got to see her, which I guess was explained because they wanted to reveal her new look, you know, the short hair. And usually, I don't, you know, with Bayonetta, and just talking about her look real quick, I didn't think I would like it, but it looks cute as fuck. The glasses, the British accent, she's my chick. Bayonetta is my chick. You know what they need to do, though? They need to release a, like, Bayonetta remake, a Wii U version of the original Bayonetta. Because if you're trying to get people into Bayonetta 2, most people who play Bayonetta 2, that means they're either on a 360 or a PS3, aka your competitors. And if you want people to just stick with Bayonetta on the Nintendo platform, I would legitimately get like a Wii U version of Bayonetta. Make it a download-only title if you don't think it's worth to make a physical disc for it. I'm just saying that would help push Bayonetta on your system. I was curious about the new character they introduced at the end of the trailer. That shit looked cool. As I said, the other disappointment was the whole lack of the summer update. But as I said, the games that we saw looked good, even if they didn't really try to push it. Fucking, what was it? The Project X, you know, the Monolith game. That shit looked awesome. That shit looked fucking amazing. Like, graphics wise, fuck you, sir. Bayonetta and Monolith went in like, jeez, it was fucking ridiculous. Oh, and Brawl. Not Brawl, but it just called Super Smash Brothers. Super Smash Brothers. Super Smash Brothers. That might be a playing it safe card, but it's fucking Super Smash Brothers. That is a game that no matter how you introduce that bitch, it's Super Smash Brothers. And they trolled us. They trolled us because the beginning of it makes it look like it's Animal Crossing, whereas actually just hinting at the fact that Animal Crossing characters would be in it. And then on top of Animal Crossing being in Super Smash Brothers, you announce Mega Man. And personally, I'm not like a huge Mega Man fan, but if that was one of the characters people really wanted to see, I'm pretty sure Mega Man's like a replacement for Sonic. I'm sorry. I feel like that's what's going to happen. Because if they were going to show Sonic, they would have showed Sonic at the beginning of the trailer. Not saying they might not still show him, I doubt it. Because there's no reason to wait to reveal Sonic. But we'll see. They might still show him, and a lot of people are hoping they use Chrom for Fire Emblem Awakening. Lucina, honestly, if you replace Marth and Ike, I would replace Marth, because I feel like Marth has been in every game. That nigga needs to take a break. Give me Chrom or Lucina. Fuck it, I actually really want Lucina because I'm biased, but give me Chrom or Lucina. I will take either two, but Lucina is my chick. Just saying. The Wii U Fit Wii U party, we expected that, and I have no really big issue with them announcing it, and they didn't spend a ridiculous amount of time on it. The Pokemon X and Y shit, I am going to save for another video, because I know they're coming out with more information about that stuff later on this week, so there's no reason for me to, like, do the video here on it, and then, because I'm going to have to do it later anyway. So I'm going to address all the Pokemon stuff there. I'm sorry, I'm drained. I'm seriously tired. So if I seem out of it, that's why. The Donkey Kong Country game in itself does look cool in its own right. I'll probably get that one because I didn't play the first one, and it's not like there's a real plot in those games. Also, they added Trixie Kong back, so you know they're not forgetting about the original Kongs. And a lot of people are like, and a lot of people hate this because they know that this is Retro Studios game, and people are like, I want a Metroid, I want a Metroid, I want a Metroid, or they wanted them to work on a different fucking franchise. For me personally, before Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Wii, when was the last Donkey Kong 3D game we had? I think, and I'm talking about a real one. I'm not talking about the fucking bongo thing. I'm talking about the real one. What was the last Donkey Kong Country game we had? Oh, yeah, that's right. It was like fucking, what, the Nintendo 64? Because I don't think we had one on the GameCube. No, we didn't. So I have no problem with them doing this. Like, they spent time on like 3 Metroid titles. I don't think it's a big deal for them to keep doing Donkey Kong. I think I think one more. I could take one more after this shit. But if they do a fourth one, I think they need to move on. They either need to move on after this one. If they did one more, I probably could put up with it. But if they do like if they do a fourth one, that's the line for me. Trilogy, I'm cool with. Not going to this four game bullshit. You know, switch franchises. A lot of people are mad because we haven't gotten a Metroid since Other M, which was back in 2009, 10. So a lot of people are missing their Metroid, but we got time. We got time. I'm trying to think. You know, they showed Wonderful 101. They showed Pikmin. You know, games we've already seen and games we already know about. I mean, it's not a bad conference. I mean, what we got, I like what we got. It's just, I wish there was more to it. Like, I think that the biggest thing I could say with Nintendo is that I wanted more. I wanted more, and I wish it was longer, and I wish they had just outlined some other things. You know, and I wish there was more shockers. I wish they didn't tell us everything before the conference started. I wish they hadn't confirmed all that shit. You know, surprises are meant to be surprised. That's the fun of E3. They get shocked. And honestly, there's only one shock in that entire E3, and a lot of people view that as a disappointment because they were looking for something else from the studio who made the game. It doesn't say shit about the game, you know, people were just disappointed it wasn't what they wanted. But overall, it was a good conference, just as I said, not enough. Not enough to be amazing, but it was good enough. Just like Sony, it was fine. Actually, I think this is better than Sony's, but still, it was fine. So please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I am tired. I am sorry if this sounded kind of monotone-ish. I'm out of it. I'm tired as fuck. I didn't even fucking record my episode reviews on my second channel. I'm uploading that shit now. So, yeah. Life's a game. Play to win. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.